The day is slowly loosening its hold now. You have arrived at this quiet moment right here, just as you are. Nothing else needs to happen. Nothing else needs to be solved or fixed. For now, this is enough. Just being here. Feel how the air around you is softer at this time of night. Shadows are gentle, sounds are quieter, the world has dimmed its edges. You are allowed to dim your edges too. Whatever this day has been for you, easy or heavy, simple or complicated, it is already behind you. Even if some of it still echoes in your mind, the day itself is over. You are stepping into a different space now. Take a slow, easy breath in and let it fall out in its own time. No need to control it, no need to make it perfect. Notice the simple weight of your body where it rests. The support beneath you is steady, patient, and kind. You do not have to hold yourself up right now. You can let the surface carry more of you. If your shoulders are a little tight, that is okay. If your jaw is clenched or your hands feel tense, that is okay too. Nothing is wrong with you for feeling that way. You have been moving through a full, complicated world. In this moment, you are given permission to be tired, truly tired. Tired in your thoughts, tired in your feelings, tired in your bones. There is nothing weak about that. It is simply honest. So instead of pushing that tiredness away, see if you can let it be here with you. Imagine it as a soft blanket draped over your shoulders, gently asking you to rest, to slow, to settle. If your mind is still circling around the day, you do not need to stop it by force. Just notice one thought, like a small cloud drifting by. You see it, you recognize it, and then you watch it move a little farther away. Another thought may appear, a memory from earlier, a worry about tomorrow, a conversation you wish had gone differently. Let each one be another small cloud in a wide, darkening sky. You do not have to chase them. Right here, the only thing that matters is that you are safe enough to rest. Listen for the quiet sounds around you, the subtle hums, the distant softness of the night. These sounds remind you that the world can be gentle too. If there is any part of you that feels like it should still be on, still alert, still performing, you might offer that part a quiet message. Something like, "You have done enough for today." You are allowed to pause. You do not need to have everything figured out before you sleep. You do not need to know how tomorrow will go. You are not required to solve every feeling or answer every question in your heart tonight. This time is not for figuring things out. This time is for softening, for sinking slowly into a space where nothing is asked of you. Feel the air moving in and out of your nose or your mouth, cooler as it comes in, warmer as it leaves, easy, gentle, unhurried. Each breath an invitation to let go just a little more. Notice your face, the tiny muscles around your eyes, your forehead, your cheeks. They have worked all day, showing expressions, meeting the world. Now they are allowed to rest too. If it feels good, imagine your face becoming softer, as though someone had turned down a light inside, leaving a warm, dim glow. No need to smile, no need to hold any expression at all, just quiet. Your thoughts might still wander. They may tug you toward old stories or unfamiliar worries. Each time you notice, it's enough to gently return to the weight of your body, to the steadiness beneath you, to the slow rhythm of your breathing. If emotions are close to the surface tonight, that is all right. Maybe there is sadness or frustration or a sense of being worn thin. Maybe there is relief or gratitude or nothing very clear at all. Whatever is here is allowed. You do not have to push it away. You also do not have to dive into it. You can simply let your feelings sit beside you like quiet companions at the edge of the bed. They do not need to be solved. They do not need to be explained. They are just gentle waves rising and falling in a deeper ocean that holds you. As you rest here, notice how the edges of everything begin to blur just a little. The edge between your body and the bed, the edge between one thought and the next, the edge between awake and asleep. This is a safe place to loosen your grip. You do not have to hold so tightly to who you were today. You can set down the roles you carried, the tasks, the plans, the expectations. Imagine placing them one by one on a small, low table at the side of your mind. The conversations, the responsibilities, the things you said, the things you didn't say. You are not throwing them away, you are simply placing them down, where they can rest too. They will be there tomorrow if you need them. Tonight, you can step back from them. Breathe in slowly through the nose if that feels comfortable. Feel the breath travel down, filling the chest, maybe the belly. And as you breathe out, imagine your whole body sighing, even if you don't hear it. Each exhale can be a small release, releasing the picture of how you thought today should go, releasing the pressure to be better or more, releasing the tight, small places inside that believe they must always be on guard. You are allowed to be exactly as you are in this moment, not polished, not prepared, not at your best, just real, just human, just resting. Notice how the bed or the chair or the place you are lying meets you with quiet loyalty. It does not ask you to explain yourself. It does not judge your thoughts. It simply holds your weight. Let that be a gentle reminder. That support can be simple. It doesn't have to be earned or deserved. You are being held right now just because you are here. If your mind wants to speed up again, you can silently say, "Not now. This is my time to soften." And then feel once more the gentle pull of gravity drawing you down into rest. Notice any small place in your body that still feels like it is bracing or gripping. Maybe your stomach, your throat, the area around your heart. Without forcing anything to change, offer those places a little more room, as if you were loosening a tight scarf or unbuttoning a collar that has been closed all day. Just a bit more space for breath to move through, for warmth to spread, for tension to slowly unwind. Nothing has to be perfect for you to begin to relax. The room does not have to be silent. Your mind does not have to be empty. You do not have to feel peaceful to deserve rest. You are simply easing into a softer way of being for the next while. Like slipping into warm water, inch by inch, letting your body grow lighter as you go. For now, there is only this gentle drifting inward, this quiet settling layer by layer, thoughts softening at the edges, emotions softening at the edges, the day softening, fading, falling away. Stay close to the feeling of being supported. Stay close to the easy rhythm of your breathing. Allow yourself to sink without effort into the safe, quiet inner space that asks nothing of you at all. And as you rest here, you can let the words grow softer, less important than the silence between them, and simply be held by the night, settling into softness. Here you are, right here, just for now. Notice how it feels to arrive in this moment. Nothing to fix, nothing to solve. Only this gentle pause in the flow of your day. Let the body begin to speak more loudly than the thoughts. Feel the simple contact of fabric against your skin, the way the sheets or clothes lie softly around you, the texture, the warmth, the weight, all holding you just as you are. Sense the weight of your body resting down, the pull of gravity, steady and unquestioning. Your body knows how to be heavy. It knows how to rest into the surface beneath you. Feel where you are supported, the back of the head, the shoulders, the arms, and the hips and legs. Each place where you meet the bed or the chair is a quiet point of contact, a small reminder that you are held. Let attention gently move through these points, as if you are softly turning on a light in a quiet room. Not bright, not sharp, just enough awareness to see that you are here, and that here is safe enough for now. Notice the temperature of the air touching your skin, cooler in some places, warmer in others. Air moving at the nose, at the lips, around the hands or feet. Subtle, almost secret sensations that belong only to this moment. Thoughts may still be moving, and that is all right. They do not need to stop. They can simply drift to the edges, like soft sounds coming from far away. The center of your attention is closer, quieter, slower. Feel how the body rests, like a stone at the bottom of a still pool. No need to hold yourself up, no need to brace or prepare. The stone does not try to sink, it simply settles, and the water settles around it. Imagine your body in the same way, settling by itself, finding its natural place of rest. The surface under you is the bed of the pool, and you are already resting on it. Above you, the water is calm. Any ripples from the day rise to the surface and fade. Down here at the bottom, everything is slower, thicker, quieter. Notice how this image feels in your chest, in your belly, in your shoulders. A little more heaviness, a little more ease arriving with each breath. Now, bring gentle curiosity to the breath. No effort, no control, just noticing. Breath coming in, breath going out. A quiet, steady rhythm that has been here all along. Feel the breath like a slow tide at the edge of the sea. The water moves in, then slowly drifts back out. It does not rush, it does not force, it just follows its own easy rhythm. In the same way, the in-breath arrives, filling gently, just enough for this moment. Then the out-breath drifts away again, carrying with it a tiny trace of effort, a tiny trace of the day. Breath in, the tide flowing toward the shore. Breath out, the tide slipping back, in and out. Right here, just now, nothing to change. If the breath is shallow, it can be shallow. If it is deep, it can be deep. The tide is exactly as it is meant to be tonight. Notice the slight coolness as air enters, the faint warmth as it leaves. Notice how the chest rises, how the ribs expand, and how everything softens as you breathe out. With each exhale, feel the body sink a little more, like that stone resting deeper into the bed of the pool. The muscles across the face, the jaw, the neck, all allowed to release, even just a little. No pushing, just permission to let go one breath at a time. Thoughts may wander to tomorrow or back to earlier moments in the day. When you notice this, gently guide your attention back to something simple. The feel of fabric, the weight of your hands, the slow tidal motion of your breathing, right here, just now, you are arriving again and again in this one soft moment. Sense how the area around your eyes feels, the gentle heaviness of the eyelids, the way the muscles around the eyes can loosen as if they are no longer searching for anything. Nothing needs to be watched or checked. All of that can wait outside this pool of quiet. Feel the mouth resting, lips soft, tongue resting heavy and relaxed. Maybe the jaw loosens the tiniest bit, easing down with the pull of gravity. Let this sense of settling spread down the neck, across the shoulders dropping just a little more, the upper back widening as if it has more space to breathe, as if the whole upper body can sigh without needing to make a sound. Notice the weight of your arms, how they rest where you have placed them. Forearms, hands, fingers, all gently heavy, like small stones that have already found their place at the bottom of the pool. The same soft heaviness moves through the chest, the ribs, the belly rising and falling with the tide of your breath. Each out-breath, a tiny wave of release moving downward through the body, hips, legs, feet, all held by the surface beneath you. You do not have to hold yourself up. The bed or the chair or the couch is doing that for you now. You are allowed to simply rest in its support. Notice how it feels to be completely here, not ahead in the next thing, not back in what has already happened. Just resting in this one point in time, like the stillness at the bottom of the pool. If the mind wanders, that is part of being human. Each time you notice, you are already back with the breath, back with the gentle weight of your body, back with the soft touch of fabric and air, right here, just now. Nothing else needs your attention. You might sense a quiet around you, like the room itself is softened. You are inside that softness. You are wrapped in it, the way water wraps around the stone at the bottom of the pool, supported from every side. Breath continues like the tide, in and out, slow, steady, unhurried. With every exhale, feel any inner rush dissolving a little more. The pace of the day no longer needed. The urgency fading into the background until only this slow, steady rhythm remains. Notice how the heart feels in this slower space. Not what it thinks, just how it feels. Maybe a little lighter, maybe a little more held. Whatever is here is welcome. Allow yourself to arrive fully in this body, in this breath, in this moment. This is enough. You are enough. Nothing else is required of you. Rest in that simple truth. Held by the bed or chair beneath you, held by the quiet around you, held by the gentle tide of your breathing, right here, just now, simply being, and slowly, softly, letting everything else fall away into the silence around you. Let the body be exactly how it is right now. Nothing to fix, nothing to hold together, just this simple, quiet moment. Notice how the air feels around you, a little softer now, a little slower, almost as if the room itself is exhaling. Allow your attention to drift toward your chest, not forcing anything, just a gentle, curious noticing. How does the center of the chest feel from the inside? Maybe a little tight, maybe heavy, maybe numb or distant, maybe soft and open. Whatever is here is completely allowed. Begin to meet it with the breath. Take a slow, easy inhale through the nose if that feels comfortable. Imagine this breath as a cool, soothing breeze, very gentle, very kind. It flows in and down toward the heart, cooling, softening, touching whatever is there. Then breathe out, slowly, through the mouth or the nose. Let the exhale feel like a warm, releasing sigh, almost as if the body is quietly saying, I am allowed to let go a little now. Settle into that simple rhythm, a cool, kind breath in, a warm, releasing breath out. No need to breathe deeply or perfectly, just a little slower, a little more aware. With each inhale, picture a soft glow right in the center of the chest, very faint at first, maybe the size of a small pebble or a tiny star. This glow does not push or demand, it is simply there, gentle, steady. As the cool inhale flows in, imagine that glow brightening just a little, not sharp or intense, more like a candle behind soft fabric. And as the warm exhale leaves, sense that glow gently expanding, spreading a mild, quiet warmth through the chest. Inhale, the cool breeze arrives, touching that light. Exhale, the light softly grows and stretches. Let the breath do the work. You only watch, you only feel. If the chest feels guarded or closed, there is no need to change it. Just let this soft glow rest there. Maybe it sits in front of a closed door. Maybe it floats around a tight knot. Maybe it simply waits, kind and patient. With the next few breaths, imagine this gentle glow wrapping itself around the heart, like a very light, comforting blanket. Not heavy, not smothering, just a soft layer of warmth and safety. Cool breath in. The blanket is woven with kindness. Warm breath out. It settles more easily around the heart. If there is a part of you that feels fragile, let that part be held by this blanket. It does not have to be strong. It does not have to be okay. It only has to be here. As you breathe in, feel that cool, soothing breeze travel under the blanket, reaching all the small, hidden corners of the heart. Maybe it finds places that feel tense, or memories that still feel sharp, or emotions that are not quite ready to be named. All of them are allowed. On the exhale, the warm sigh moves through those places. Imagine it loosening any tightness, just a little, not forcing anything open, just giving a bit more room. Inhale, cool comfort arriving. Exhale, warmth making space. If the heart feels like it is holding too much, imagine that light blanket loosening its edges. Just the edges for now. As you breathe out, see the blanket slacken around any tight or guarded feelings. The way a gentle hand might loosen the knot of a scarf. Slowly, carefully, with respect. Nothing is pulled away, nothing is taken. There is simply more space to breathe. Stay with this steady rhythm. Cool, soothing air flowing in, meeting the heart with tenderness. Warm, releasing air flowing out, softening the places that are tired from holding on. If emotions begin to stir, or if you notice a heaviness in the chest, let it be part of the breathing. No need to push it away, no need to dive into it. Just let those feelings float inside the soft blanket, rocked by each inhale and exhale. Breathing in, the cool breeze whispers, I see you. Breathing out, the warmth whispers, you do not have to hurry. Let each breath be a quiet companion, always here, always gentle. If thoughts wander, or if the mind becomes busy, that is okay too. Each time you notice, return to the simple feeling of air moving in and moving out. Notice the way the chest rises a little with the inhale, how it softens and falls with the exhale, rising and falling in a slow, comforting rhythm. The soft glow in the center of the chest continues to expand and settle. Not bigger in a bright way, but wider in a soothing way. Maybe it now fills the whole space behind the ribs. Maybe it reaches into the shoulders, easing them downward. Inhale, cool air feeding this quiet light. Exhale, the glow spreading calm through the upper body. Imagine this gentle light knows exactly how to be with your feelings. It does not judge them. It does not try to label them. It simply makes room. Room for sadness to rest. Room for worry to lie down. Room for happiness and relief, if they are here too, to curl up in the same soft space. Every emotion is allowed to sit, just as it is held by the blanket of warmth and rocked by the breath. As the blanket around the heart loosens more, you might sense the chest feeling a little less crowded, a little less pressured. Perhaps the breath moves more freely now. Perhaps just one small area feels lighter. Even the smallest shift is enough. Cool breath in, inviting kindness. Warm breath out, releasing pressure. Notice how the heart feels when it is not being pushed to be different, when it is not being asked to be strong or calm or healed. Notice how it feels when it simply has space. As you continue to breathe, imagine the edges of the heart becoming softer, sharp corners melting into roundness, hard layers becoming a little more flexible. Not fragile, just tender. The feelings inside do not need to disappear. They are simply cushioned, now resting on the gentle rhythm of the breath. Each inhale brings in a smooth, fresh breeze, like cool night air at an open window. Each exhale is a long, slow sigh of release, like settling deeper into a soft bed. Little by little, the heart learns it is safe to let go, even if only a tiny bit at a time. If it helps, you might silently whisper to yourself, with the breath, breathing in, it is okay to feel, breathing out. Nothing is wrong with me. Again, a cool breath in, it is okay to feel, a warm breath out. Nothing is wrong with me. Let those words fade into the background now, leaving only the feeling of them behind. The chest moves slowly. The heart is wrapped in light and softness. Emotions are allowed to be exactly as they are. Everything inside has just a little more room. Stay with that sense of space for a few more breaths. Cool air in, soothing and kind. Warm air out, gentle and releasing. Feel the heart resting back, as if leaning into a soft, quiet pillow within the chest. No effort, no strain. Only this simple rhythm, over and over, gifting a little more ease, a little more tenderness with each breath that comes and each breath that goes. The day is gently loosening its hold now. The outer world is a little quieter, a little softer, as if someone has turned the volume down on everything that came before this moment. Feel how this space around you is different from the day. The light, the sounds, the stillness in the air, they all belong to the night. They ask nothing from you. They simply hold you as you are here. Notice how your body rests where it is. The support beneath you, steady and uncomplicated, is taking your weight. You do not have to organize that or manage it. You can simply allow yourself to be held. Thoughts about the day may still be moving through. Things that happened, things you said or didn't say, moments that felt unfinished. They may still be echoing gently in your mind. There is nothing wrong with that. The mind often keeps moving, even when the day is over. So instead of pushing anything away, just begin to watch, as if you were sitting quietly at the edge of your own awareness, observing from a little distance. Imagine the whole day as a fine, delicate thread that has been woven through your body. From morning to now, that thread has carried every conversation, every step, every decision. And now, in this soft, quiet time, that thread begins to unspool. Sense it starting at the crown of your head, as if a gentle hand is loosening the first loop of the day. Nothing pulled, nothing forced, just a slow, easy unwinding. The day's thread gliding free, one moment after another. It moves down through your forehead and your face. Every expression you held today, every smile, every frown, every focused look, each one is like a little knot that is now being softly untied. Muscles smoothing, skin softening, the thread slipping free. Across your neck and shoulders, the thread continues to unspool. Anything you carried on your shoulders today, you don't have to carry now. Feel the gentle release, as if small loops of tension are being unhooked and set down. The weight of the day growing lighter with each slow breath. The thread drifts down through your chest and arms. Work you did with your hands, words you typed, messages you sent, doors you opened and closed. All of those moments are sliding off the thread now. Nothing lost, just set aside. Down through the ribs, the belly, the back, that delicate strand keeps moving. All the ways you held yourself up today, all the ways you moved through tasks and spaces and people, they no longer need to be active. They soften, and the thread glides free. Through your hips, your legs, your feet, the last part of the day's thread gently slips away, as if something that was woven closely through you is now being lifted, lovingly, bit by bit, until it rests just outside your body, close enough to see, yet no longer wrapped around you. Now picture that thread of the day drifting a little farther from you. It is safe. It holds everything that happened, each moment, just as it was. But you are no longer tangled in it. Thoughts may still arrive, one by one. Instead of following them, imagine placing each thought onto a small, simple paper boat. A light, folded boat floating easily on water. See a quiet river at night, wide and slow and beautifully still. Moonlight lies across the surface in a long silver path. The air is cool and gentle. The only sound is the slow, steady movement of the water. Every time a thought appears, set it on one of those tiny paper boats. A memory, a worry, a plan. Place it there with kindness and watch the current begin to carry it away. No rush, just a soft, steady drifting. A boat with today's conversations. A boat with something you wished had gone differently. A boat with tomorrow's to-do list, even if it feels important. Each one released one by one onto the quiet river. You can watch them float under the moonlight. At first, they are close. You can still see their shapes, the shadows of what they hold. Then, gently, they move further along the water. Soon, they are just pale outlines, then small dots on the shimmering surface, until finally, they slip around a slow bend, in the river, and out of sight. Not gone, just no longer here, in this moment with you. If another thought appears, another concern, another image from the day, it also receives a little boat. No argument, no judgment, just, here you go, and another gentle release onto the current. Notice how, with each boat that drifts away, your inner space grows a little quieter, a little more open, as if the river of your mind is widening and slowing, making more room for calm. The day itself is beginning to feel like that riverbank in the distance. Something you can see if you really try, but not something you are standing in anymore. A landscape from earlier, peaceful and far away. Now imagine gathering what is left of this day in your hands. Not the details, not the stories, just the soft essence of it. Almost like holding a light piece of fabric that has absorbed all of today's colors, sounds, and feelings. In your mind, fold that fabric with care, one side over, then another, not because the day was perfect, but because it is complete. It did not have to be anything more than it was. Give it a moment of thanks, in your own quiet way, for the effort you gave, for the moments of ease, and even for the harder parts that you carried as best you could. All of it rests now in your hands, folded gently. See a high, safe shelf in your inner room, a place where the day can be kept for now. You do not have to solve it. You do not have to review it. Imagine placing the folded day up on that shelf. You can reach it again when morning comes if you need to, but for tonight, it stays there above and apart from you, held, contained, and no longer asking anything of you. Feel the difference as you step back from that shelf in your mind. The distance between you and the day is real, even though it is tender. You are here, in the quiet of this night. The day is up there, resting, until it is time to begin again. Now the room around you feels a little more spacious. The air seems softer against your skin. Your body sinks more deeply into the support beneath it, as if the edges are dissolving into comfort. Notice the simple rhythm of your breathing, the gentle rise and the gentle fall, nothing to change, nothing to fix, just a soft wave moving through you over and over. With each exhale, allow whatever tiny traces of the day still cling to you to loosen. Maybe it is a tone of voice that lingers in your ears. Maybe it is a picture that keeps flashing in your mind. Let them fade, as if the night itself is quietly dimming the brightness of those memories. The day now is like a closed book resting on a table in another room. You know it is there. You could open it again later, but the cover is shut, and you are walking slowly away, back into your own quiet center. Here, inside, the night has its own gentle presence. A hush, a soft darkness, a sense that time is stretching out wide and slow. Nothing is urgent here, nothing is late. This inner space belongs only to rest, to breathing, to the warmth of your own body, to the soft, steady beat of your heart. If a thought of the day returns, you already know what to do. Another small paper boat, another slow release onto the moonlit river, another folded moment set up on the high shelf. And then again, the quiet. The feeling of being at a safe distance from everything that happened before, as though the day has stepped gently outside the room, closing the door with care behind it. All that is left now is this softness, the gentle dark, the slow breath rising and falling, the steady, comforting weight of your body resting with nothing to carry. Allow yourself to sink a little deeper into that sense of distance and ease. The day far away, the night close, warm and kind. Thoughts drifting off toward the horizon of your mind. Here, in this quiet, you do not have to do anything at all. You are free to drift, to soften, to slip into the deep, restful silence that waits just beyond words. Feel the quiet around you beginning to thicken and soften, like a gentle dusk settling over a still landscape. The day is already behind you now. Nothing needs to be done, nothing needs to be held up or held together. For these next moments, the only thing that matters is ease. Notice the way your body is resting right now, the shape it makes against the bed or the surface beneath you. No need to change anything, just a simple, kind noticing. Sense the support underneath, steady, reliable. Here you are held. Here, every part of you is supported and cradled. Imagine now, high above you, a soft golden mist, warm and gentle like the last light of evening. It begins to drift down very slowly, very quietly, nothing rushed, nothing forced. This golden mist reaches the top of your head and pauses there. As it settles, the scalp loosens. The skin across your head softens, as if tiny knots are untying themselves. Any tightness here, any small holding begins to melt. The mist continues down to your forehead. Picture it as a warm, light touch, smoothing away tiny lines and wrinkles. The space between your eyebrows softens. The forehead feels wide and open, like a calm, clear sky. Smooth, quiet, at ease. Allow this warmth to drift down around your eyes. The muscles around your eyes soften and sink. The little muscles that work all day to focus and look and notice, they can rest now. The eyes feel heavier in their sockets, gently cradled, completely safe to close and to be still. The golden mist moves down to your cheeks and nose, across the bridge of your nose, down the sides, around the nostrils. Even the inside of the nose softens, the air moving in and out, slow and easy. Cooler as you breathe in, softer and a little warmer as you breathe out. Now this warmth reaches your jaw. So many of us hold tension here without even realizing it. Notice the jaw as it is, without judging, without trying too hard to change anything. Then, with the softest invitation, allow it to loosen. If the teeth are touching, you might let a little space appear between them. The tongue can rest heavy and relaxed in the floor of the mouth. Feel the golden mist pooling in your mouth, on your tongue, in your throat. The throat opens just a little, like a doorway you no longer have to guard. No need to speak, no need to answer, no need to explain. Just quiet, just rest, held from the inside. As this softness moves down the back of the head and into the neck. Notice how the neck is supported. Your head does not have to hold itself up. Every small muscle can let go, even for a moment. The back of the neck, the sides of the neck, the front of the throat, all gently wrapped in this warm golden mist, all gently allowed to soften. Now feel the mist sliding down over your shoulders, across the tops of the shoulders, where so much of the day can gather and stay. Sense any tightness there as if it were ice in warm sunlight. You do not have to push it away. Just feel it slowly melting, drop by drop, as the shoulders grow heavier and more relaxed. The warm mist flows down into the upper back and across the chest. Your upper back softens into the bed, like a blanket settling onto a mattress. The space across your chest opens and widens. Breathing is easy here, gentle and unhurried. Each exhale is like a small sigh of relief, a quiet, "It's okay now." Notice the way the ribs expand and release with every breath. As the golden mist seeps between the ribs, the muscles there soften. The breath doesn't need to be deep or special, just natural, simple, enough. With each away breath, more of the day's weight can slide off the body. Let this soft warmth move down into the center of your chest, around your heart. Imagine your heart gently cradled in light, safe, supported. Nothing to hold up, nothing to protect. Here, the heart can rest. Slowly, the mist spreads through your belly. Feel the abdomen as it rises and falls with your breathing. Any tightness across the belly softens, like fabric loosening and falling into gentle folds. The organs inside, always working quietly for you, can rest a little deeper. Your whole middle soft, like warm sand that's been smoothed by the tide. Notice your lower back now, resting against whatever is beneath you. Imagine the golden mist soaking into each muscle, each vertebra, each small space along the spine. The lower back often works hard during the day. Now it is held, fully supported, with nothing to do. You are cradled from underneath, as if the bed is gently cupping your whole back. Allow this feeling to drift down into your hips and pelvis. Picture the hips widening, softening, spreading gently into the surface below. No gripping, no bracing, just the sense of being carried by something steady and kind. The warmth continues into the thighs. Feel both thighs as heavy, warm, and relaxed. Any effort in the muscles begins to drain away, like water slowly leaving a sponge. The fronts of the thighs, the backs, the sides, all soft, all yielding to gravity. This golden mist moves down to your knees. Sometimes the knees hold a quiet, unnoticed tension. Now they are wrapped in softness, supported from all sides. They do not have to hold you up or move you forward. They just rest here, quiet and still. The mist flows into your calves and shins. The muscles of the calves release long and heavy. The shins feel warm and calm. Any leftover energy in the legs begins to sink down, like sand settling slowly at the bottom of clear water. Now into the ankles, the heels, the arches of the feet, the tops of the feet, the toes, each toe relaxing from the big toes all the way to the very tips of the smallest toes. All of them warm, soft, and completely supported. Sense now your whole body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, gently wrapped in this golden, soothing mist. Every edge softened, every line a little less sharp. The shape of you is still here, but it is looser, more fluid, as if the body were made of soft sand, slowly settling into perfect stillness. Feel how the heavier parts of you sink deeper into the bed. Notice the contact points, the back of the head, the shoulders, the arms, the hips, the legs, the heels, all of them gently drawn downward, resting, releasing. The body begins to feel less like something that has to move or perform, and more like a quiet landscape, unmoving, at peace. Imagine your whole body as a shoreline of soft sand. With each exhale, it settles a little more, the grains of sand gently shifting until they find their place of deep rest. Nothing held tight, nothing braced, just a steady, easy settling. As this happens, thoughts can move to the background like distant waves. You do not have to follow them. You do not have to fix or solve anything. Awareness can widen and become more spacious, very calm, very quiet. The body is heavier now, softer now, almost distant. You might feel as though you are slowly dissolving into the bed, merging with the support beneath you, held, supported, cradled by the night. Rest inside this softness. Let the gentle weight of your body be a comfort. Here, in this quiet, you are safe to drift, to float, to fade towards sleep. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, only this soft, heavy, peaceful stillness, becoming quieter and quieter as you rest. The night around you is quiet now, soft, gentle, unhurried. Your body has already begun to settle, breath moving in and out at its own slow pace. Nothing to hurry, nothing to get right. For a moment, simply sense the feeling of being here. The weight of your body resting, the touch of support underneath you, the air on your skin, the simple fact that you are here, breathing, alive in this soft pocket of night. If the mind is still a little busy, that is okay. If there is restlessness or thought circling, that is okay too. Nothing needs to be pushed away. Everything can be allowed to be just as it is. Begin to notice the gentle rhythm of your breathing, the coolness or warmth of the in-breath, the soft release of the out-breath, almost like a slow tide, moving in and flowing out. As the breath continues, bring a kind curiosity toward your inner world, toward whatever feelings may still be lingering from the day. You do not have to search for them. You do not have to name them. Just a soft willingness to see what is here. Maybe there is a thread of worry, maybe a weight of sadness, a small irritation that never quite faded, or perhaps a kind of dullness, a numb space where nothing is very clear. However it shows up, it is welcome. If part of you doesn't want to feel anything at all, that is welcome too. It is okay if you feel tired of emotions. It is okay if you feel unsure, or guarded, or closed. You do not have to open more than feels safe. You are allowed to go gently. Imagine, for a moment, that each feeling inside you is like a small glowing shape resting between your hands. You don't have to see it clearly, just a sense that in your gentle, cupped hands, something soft and luminous is being held. Perhaps one glow is the color of worry, another might be the color of sadness or frustration, another might be the faint, pale glow of numbness or emptiness. You are not these shapes, you are the hands holding them. Warm, steady, patient. Notice how it feels to hold them without trying to change their color or their size or their shape. They do not need to be fixed. They do not need to be understood. They are simply allowed to rest here in this quiet, safe space. If you notice resistance, that is okay. Maybe a part of you thinks, I don't want to touch that feeling. Even that part is welcome in your hands. You can hold your own resistance with the same gentleness. Nothing is wrong with you for feeling the way you feel. Imagine your hands growing even softer now, like warm sand or a thick, soft blanket. These glowing shapes can sink into that softness. They do not have to hold themselves up. They can relax just a little inside your caring attention. If it helps, picture yourself speaking inwardly to each feeling. You might say, you are allowed to be here, or you do not have to go away for me to rest, or simply, I see you. Notice what happens when you stop asking your feelings to be different, when there is no demand that they quiet down or behave or make sense. They can just be as they are in this moment. Now the scene widens as if you are standing at the edge of a quiet nighttime shore. The sky is dark and calm. The water moves in slow, soft waves, rising and falling without hurry. Each wave is like an emotion, a swell of feeling that comes, lifts, and then returns to the sea. Some waves are small, barely touching your toes. Others may be larger, reaching a little higher inside the body. Notice that you are not the waves. You are the one standing on the shore, watching gently, feet steady on the sand, breath steady in the chest, present and kind. A wave of worry might roll in. You feel the tightness or flutter or tension that comes with it. Instead of bracing, see if you can whisper inwardly, it's okay if you're here. You can rise, you can fall. Then feel the wave slowly slide back, leaving the sand damp and cool. Another wave might be sadness or weariness. It might feel heavy in your chest or behind your eyes. You do not have to brighten it or push it away. You can say, you don't have to change. You're allowed to visit. Allow it to swell and then gently ebb. Even if a wave feels like numbness, like nothing much at all, that is still a wave. A quiet, flat swell that barely moves. It too belongs to the sea. It too is allowed. The shore under your feet is steady. The sand supports you just as the surface beneath your body supports you now. Feel into that steady ground, that quiet, larger space that can hold many kinds of waves without being harmed. Notice how, with time, the edges of the waves feel less sharp. Their movements more familiar, more natural. Feelings rise, feelings fall. And in between, there is this soft space of breathing and being. If your mind tries to tell a story about why each wave is here or what it means, you do not have to argue. You can simply let the thoughts drift by like clouds crossing a dark, calm sky. No need to push them away, no need to follow them. They can pass on their own. Return again to the simple sensations of being here, the breath, the weight of the body, the contact with the bed or surface beneath you, the gentle rhythm of in and out. Inside this rhythm, each feeling that appears is like a guest arriving at the shore of your awareness. You do not have to invite them in for a long stay. You do not have to chase them away. You simply nod to them kindly and let them come and go in their own time. If at any point it feels like too much, remember that you are allowed to step back a little. You are allowed to rest in the simple feeling of breath and body. You are not required to explore anything deeply tonight. Just a soft, kind noticing is more than enough. You might quietly tell yourself, I'm doing the best I can, or it's okay to feel this, or even, it's okay not to know what I feel. Let those words land in you like a warm blanket being tucked gently around your shoulders. Notice again the hands that hold the glowing shapes, the shore that holds the waves. This is the larger, quiet awareness within you, patient, spacious. Here, whether the sea is calm or stirred. Your emotions are movements within this larger space. They are not the whole of you. They pass through like waves, like weather, like breath. You are the soft, steady presence that remains. As the night deepens, allow everything inside you to be just a little less defended. No need to brace against yourself. No need to perform or pretend or fix. Only a gentle meeting from your own warm heart to whatever is here. Feel how, as you stop fighting your feelings, they begin to soften. Edges blur, intensity eases. They become more like gentle currents, flowing within your body, within your mind, cradled by this quiet awareness. Rest now inside that awareness, held by the bed beneath you, held by the stillness of the room, held by your own kindness, breath moving slowly, body heavy, safe, supported. Thoughts and feelings drifting like soft waves on a dark, peaceful sea. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Only this quiet softening and the slow, easy drifting into deeper rest and silence. The day is slowly fading from the body now. Thoughts are softening at the edges. The air around you feels a little quieter, a little slower. Notice how the space you are resting in holds you. The bed, the pillow, the blanket. All of it supporting your weight so you do not have to hold yourself up. Allow your breathing to become just a little deeper. In through the nose, if that feels easy. Out through the mouth or the nose in a slow, unhurried sigh. As the breath moves in and out, notice any sense of heaviness inside. Maybe it is in the chest, maybe in the stomach, across the shoulders, or perhaps it is more like a cloud just hanging quietly in the background. This heaviness might be made of worries that never quite got spoken, things you wanted to fix but could not, old thoughts about yourself that feel tight or sharp, invisible burdens that no one else can see, but that you feel. Nothing about this is wrong. Nothing needs to be pushed away. Tonight is simply a chance to place some of that weight down beside you just for a while. Take another gentle breath in. And on the exhale, feel your body sink more fully into where you are lying. The mattress holding you, the pillow cradling your head. Now begin to imagine that Within reach of your resting hands, there is a small, soft velvet pouch. Its fabric feels smooth and comforting. The color does not matter, only that it feels soothing and safe to you. In your mind, you can touch this pouch, feel how it easily opens. It is light and empty, waiting to receive what you are ready to set down for the night. Next to you, also in your imagination, are small, smooth stones. Each stone is cool at first, then warms slightly in your hand. They are just the right size to sit in your palm. Begin with one stone. Picture it resting in your hand, calm and still. This stone is waiting to carry one piece of heaviness for you. Gently allow your mind to drift toward one worry, one concern, one tight knot of thought that has been weighing on you today. Not the whole story, not every detail, just the feeling of it and the weight of it. Imagine that this feeling can move from where it lives in your body into your hand and into the stone. You do not need to force it. You are just allowing the weight to have somewhere else to rest for now. Feel the stone growing a little heavier, as if it is kindly taking this burden from you. Notice, even if only a tiny bit, how the place in your body that held that worry feels a touch more spacious, a little less crowded. When that feels complete enough, see your hand gently lowering the stone into the velvet pouch. Hear the soft, muted sound as it settles at the bottom. The pouch holds it easily, without effort. Take a slow breath in, and as you breathe out, let your shoulders soften, as though they are relieved not to carry that particular weight right now. Now, another smooth stone is waiting. Rest your attention on it. Let it represent a different heaviness, perhaps a quiet self criticism, a sentence you repeat to yourself that never feels kind. Sense that familiar voice or that old story just enough to recognize it. Then imagine it flowing down your arm, into your palm, and into the stone. Again, nothing is being erased. You are simply letting it be held outside of you for a while. The stone takes on that weight with a steady, silent patience. You may notice a softening in the mind, like unclenching a fist you did not know you were making. When it feels ready, place this stone into the pouch with the first one. The velvet surrounds them both, keeping them safe until tomorrow or whenever you choose to pick them up again. Continue in this gentle way with as many stones as feels right. A responsibility that feels heavy, a conversation you keep replaying, a fear about the future, or a regret from the past. Each one can have its own small, smooth stone. The weight flows in, the stone accepts it, and the pouch keeps it close by, but not inside you. Notice the gradual change as you do this. Perhaps your chest feels less tight. Perhaps the space behind your eyes feels cooler, clearer. Maybe the jaw loosens, the brow smooths. Nothing has been denied. Nothing has been ignored. You have simply set down a heavy bag at the end of a long journey, knowing it will still be there when you wake. Now bring your attention to the length of your spine, from the base of the skull down the neck, between the shoulder blades, all the way to the base of the spine where your body meets the bed. Imagine a gentle stream of warm light beginning at the top of your head. The light is soft, almost like the last warm rays of the evening. It does not push, it simply flows. This warm stream begins to travel slowly down the back of your neck. As it moves, it melts small knots of tension. Muscles loosen as if they have been waiting for this warmth. The light continues down between the shoulders, across the upper back, where so many invisible burdens like to sit. Feel it washing through that area like warm water under a gentle shower. With each breath out, more of that old weight slides away, not disappearing, just releasing its grip on you. The body does not need to carry it into sleep. The warm stream moves further down the spine now, middle back, lower back, slow, steady, comforting. As it passes, it leaves behind a sense of space, like opening a window in a quiet room, letting in soft night air. Any places that used to feel cramped or tight now feel just a little more open. When the light reaches the base of the spine, imagine it branching gently into the hips, down into the legs, all the way to the feet. Both legs are bathed in this warmth. They grow heavy, relaxed, supported. All the effort of standing, walking, moving through your day now given back to the bed beneath you. Allow this warm light to linger along the whole length of your spine, from the base to the neck and up again, a quiet, slow river, keeping your back soft, your body at ease. Inside, where the mind usually spins and plans and remembers, notice how much more room there is. Thoughts may still pass through, but they seem lighter now, less sticky, more like clouds drifting across a wide, calm sky. For tonight, it is enough to exist just as you are, without holding everything, without solving everything, without carrying everyone, your worries, your responsibilities, your doubts. They rest safely in the velvet pouch by your bedside. Your body rests in a pool of gentle warmth and support. Your mind rests in a quieter, wider space. Take one more easy breath in, feeling the gentle rise of your body, and a long, loose breath out, releasing any last bits of tension that are ready to go. Nothing more is required from you now. You are allowed to be soft. You are allowed to be light. You are allowed to drift, weightless for a while, in this peaceful quiet. The day is slowly falling away now, thoughts beginning to dim at the edges, energy softening, loosening its grip. Notice how the body feels in this moment, not needing to fix anything, not needing to change anything, just noticing. Let the breath come in softly, let it fall away just as softly, in and out at its own gentle pace. Nothing special to do, nothing important to get right. As you rest here, imagine that deep within your chest there is a small, quiet room, a private, cozy room in the center of your heart. The door is open for you now. You do not have to knock. You are already invited. Step into this inner room with your awareness. The world outside becomes hushed, far away, like a soft murmur. In here, everything is warm and still. In here, nothing and no one is asking anything of you. Notice a comfortable place waiting for you inside this room. Maybe it is a soft chair, maybe a little nest of pillows and blankets. Whatever appears for you is just right. See yourself settling into this cozy spot, your body sinking down a little, supported from underneath, held from all sides with gentle care. In this inner room, you are safe to let go, safe to sigh, even if only inside. Safe to be exactly as you are right now. No better, no worse. Just as you are. Some part of the mind may still be busy, judging the day, judging you, measuring, comparing, replaying. All of that can rest outside the door for a while. You do not have to push it away. You do not have to argue with it. Just imagine setting those thoughts down gently, just outside the room. They can wait there. They will be fine without you. Inside this quiet space in your heart, there is a soft candle burning. The light is warm and steady, a small golden flame glowing calmly in the gentle air. This flame is always here. It belongs to you. Watch how quietly it burns. It does not rush. It does not strain. It simply shines without effort, without trying. Notice how the flame does not judge you. It does not care what happened today. It does not care what you achieved or did not achieve. It glows just the same, whether the day felt successful or not, whether you felt kind or tense or tired or strong. This flame is the place in you that is already enough, enough, exactly as you are. Not the you who performs or improves, not the you who tries so hard, just the you who is here, breathing softly. Feel how the body responds to this. Maybe a tiny bit of tension loosens in the shoulders. Maybe the jaw softens. Maybe the breath drops a little deeper into the belly. Nothing forced. Only what wants to soften, softens. In this inner room, there are no tests, no standards to meet, no ways you are supposed to feel. Whatever is here in you tonight is allowed. If there is tiredness, it is welcome. If there is sadness, it is welcome. If there is restlessness, it is welcome too. All of it can curl up in this gentle space, close to the warm, steady flame. You do not have to sort anything out right now. You do not have to understand how you feel. You do not have to make a plan or solve a problem or be better than you are. You are allowed to just be a human at the end of a day, sitting quietly with your own heart. Sense the warmth of the candlelight touching the inside of your chest. A soft glow spreading slowly. It moves to your shoulders, to your arms, to your hands. It moves through your back, down into your hips, your legs, your feet. This gentle light is not trying to fix you. It is simply including all of you, every feeling, every memory of the day, every unfinished thought, all held in this soft, warm glow of okayness. Notice the mind if it wanders away, if it starts to review the day again, if it brings up old stories, old worries, or plans for tomorrow. You do not need to fight it. Just very softly bring your attention back to the inner room, back to the cozy chair or nest where you are resting, back to the quiet flame that keeps shining without effort, back to the sense that you are enough, even with a busy mind, even with wandering thoughts. Again and again, let yourself arrive here in this breath, in this body, in this warm, private room of the heart. If a part of you says, I should be different, hear that voice as a small, tired guest. You do not have to push it away. You can let it sit beside you in the soft light. You might even whisper inwardly, even you are allowed here, even you are enough. Feel how soothing it is, not to argue with yourself, not to improve yourself, just to be with yourself, gently, kindly, like sitting with a dear friend at the end of a long, full day. Let the words, it is enough, flow through your mind. Very simple, very quiet, and it is enough. I am enough. This moment is enough. Notice how those words land in your body. Maybe they meet some resistance, maybe they meet some relief. Whatever they meet is welcome. Again, with the softest inward voice, repeat, I am enough, exactly as I am right now, with this breath, with this body, with this heart that feels what it feels. The candle does not flicker when the mind doubts. It does not shrink when old worries appear. It stays steady, glowing calmly in the center of your chest. It keeps reminding you, in its own quiet way, you are already enough. You have always been enough. Rest beside this flame. Let it keep you company. Nothing to prove to it, nothing to hide from it. It sees all of you and it stays. Feel the gentle weight of your body where you are lying or sitting. The support beneath you is like the soft chair in the heart room, holding you up, not asking you to perform, just holding. Sense how safe it is to let yourself lean into that support a little more, to surrender a bit of your own holding. Let the bed, the pillow, the chair hold you. Let the warm inner room hold you. Let the steady candle flame hold you. Every exhale can be a tiny release, a small letting go, a soft whisper of enough leaving the body, the muscles loosening, the mind loosening, the heart loosening. You do not have to stay alert now. You do not have to keep watch. This is your time to be cradled by your own being, to rest in the simple fact that you are here, alive, breathing, worthy of rest. If sleep begins to drift toward you, you can welcome it gently. If sleep is still far away, you can rest in this quiet space just the same. Sleep or no sleep, you are allowed to feel peaceful, allowed to stop reaching, allowed to stop trying. For now, nothing is missing. For now, nothing is required. You are enough in your tiredness, enough in your softness, enough in your imperfections and your strengths. Stay close to the feeling of being emotionally held from the inside, as if soft arms of kindness are wrapped around you, as if the whole inner room is a warm blanket, tucking itself around your edges. Everything in you, just as it is, gathered into this gentle embrace. Let the breath grow slower, let the thoughts grow quieter, or just farther away. The candle still glows in your heart room, patient and calm. It will keep shining for you through the night, whether you are awake or asleep. Rest here in this deep, soothing acceptance, held by your own warmth, cradled by your own enoughness. Nothing to do now, nowhere to go, just this soft, quiet being, growing more peaceful, more at ease, as you drift into the gentle silence that waits for you. The day is behind you now, like a shoreline fading in the distance, and what remains is this quiet, gentle night. Soft, calm, unhurried, nothing to solve and nothing to fix, only the slow, steady arrival into rest. Notice how your body is already beginning to settle, the way the muscles soften bit by bit, the way the breath finds its own rhythm without being asked, as if something deep inside knows the way to ease and is already leading you there. Imagine now that you are lying back on something that floats, a small boat or a soft, cradling hammock stretched over calm water. Whatever feels most comforting begins to take shape beneath you, holding you with steady, gentle support. The surface under you is secure and safe, rocking just a little like a slow, soothing lullaby. Beneath this resting place, quiet water stretches out in all directions. The water is smooth and dark, like silk, cool and still, yet alive with softness. It carries the weight of your body without effort, so you do not have to carry anything at all. You are simply held, resting on this calm, open water. Above, the night sky opens, wide and endless, deep, velvety darkness scattered with stars. Some shine clearly, others are faint, like tiny whispers of light. All of them resting in their places, unhurried, timeless, at ease. Feel how your body rests between these two gentle vastnesses. Water below, sky above. You, right in the middle, floating in the safest way, as if the world itself is a hammock and you are being rocked to sleep. The boat, or the hammock, moves in the smallest, slowest rhythm. A quiet rise, a soft fall, barely there, yet always present. This motion begins to match the rhythm of your own breathing. When you breathe in, the body rises very slightly, as though the water is lifting you. When you breathe out, everything settles, sinking a little deeper into calm, into ease. Inhale, a gentle lift. Exhale, a soft, peaceful drop. Imagine the stars above you listening to this rhythm. As you inhale, they glow just a touch brighter, as if drawing in with you. As you exhale, they soften, as if breathing out alongside you. The whole sky breathing with you, slow and steady, in perfect quiet. The edges of your body begin to feel a little less sharp now. The clear lines of where you end and the world begins start to blur. Instead of a solid outline, you feel more like a soft field of warmth and comfort, gently expanding and drifting with each breath. Your shoulders release, sinking heavier into the support beneath you. The back softens. The hips loosen their grip. Legs and feet grow heavier, as though the water itself were gently drawing the tension away, dissolving it into the vast, calm lake. Thoughts may still drift through from time to time, like small boats passing far off in the distance. You do not need to follow them. They appear, they glide by on the horizon of your mind, and then they move away again, leaving the water around you still and clear. Notice how each tiny movement of your floating cradle feels slower now. The sway to one side is like the world turning just a little. The sway back is like a soft return, back to the center of yourself, back and forth, gentle and slow, like being quietly rocked by the night itself. The air is cool and mild on your skin, but you are warm and safe where you lie. There might be the sense of a light blanket over you, or the feeling of the night air wrapping around you like a soft shawl. Everything is adjusted perfectly for rest. Nothing is too much, nothing is not enough. If sound appears in this night scene, it is always gentle and far away. Perhaps a faint whisper of water touching the sides of the boat. Perhaps a quiet rustle, as if the world is breathing in sleep. These sounds do not disturb you. They only add to the sense that all of life around you is slowing down together. In this quiet place, even time feels different. Moments stretch like the soft rocking of the water. There is no rush to get anywhere, no next thing to do, only the slow unfolding of comfort, breath after breath. As you rest here, the stars overhead seem to grow closer, not in a bright or overwhelming way, but in a friendly, familiar way. Like gentle eyes half closed in drowsy affection, watching over you with steady care. Their distant light falls over the water in soft ribbons, making the whole surface shimmer faintly. Imagine those soft streaks of light touching you. They land on your forehead, your cheeks, your chest, like delicate warm traces of ease. With each breath out, any leftover strain, any tightness, any weight from the day melts down into the water and dissolves. You do not have to do anything to make this happen. It happens naturally, the way the tide moves in and out. Your mind begins to feel a little dreamy now. Thoughts become gentler, slower, more like images and feelings than sentences. Maybe you see a memory float by, or a color, or a vague, pleasant shape. They do not need to make sense. They simply come and go like light mist above the water. Notice how easy it is to drift away from anything that once felt sharp or loud. The more you rest in this quiet rocking, the further those old sounds and pressures fall behind you, like a shore that you no longer need to glance back at. Ahead and around you, nothing but open, peaceful space. The body knows it is safe here. Every small movement of the water reassures you. Every gentle rise and fall of your breath is like a soft hand, smoothing your thoughts, guiding you toward deeper rest. You are completely supported, from below, from above, from all sides. If there is any part of you still holding on, still trying to stay alert, you might imagine that part as a small bird resting at the edge of the boat. It has been watchful and busy all day. Now it tucks its head under its wing, trusting the wide, calm water, trusting the night sky, trusting the soft, steady rocking. Even this last little part can finally rest. Feel how the water carries all of you now. The heavier parts, the lighter parts, the thoughts, the feelings, the quiet spaces between them, all floating together gently, gently, gently. Breath slows again. In. A calm lift, as if the stars rise with you. Out, a deeper settling, as if the water deepens beneath you, welcoming, quiet, and kind. The difference between your body and the support beneath you fades even more. It almost feels as though you are the water, as though you are the sky, as though you are the soft rocking that moves everything in this peaceful night. Nothing is separate, everything is resting together in one calm, slow rhythm. Breath and water and stars and you, all swaying in the same direction, at the same unhurried pace. If a thought comes, it lands softly, like a feather on the surface of the lake, then it glides away. If a feeling stirs, it is held immediately by this wide, quiet space, soothed and rocked until it becomes still again. You are never alone in this floating. You are always gently surrounded. Allow yourself to sink a little deeper into the sense of being carried. No effort, no holding yourself up, just a deep trust that you can let go and still be perfectly supported. The night around you grows even softer now, more hushed, more drowsy. The stars dim to a gentle, steady glow, like night lights in a peaceful room, and the water rocks you in the most natural, comforting rhythm. Nothing is asked of you here. You do not need to pay attention in any particular way. You do not need to remember anything. Just flow in this wide, quiet, welcoming space. Each breath leads you closer to the edge of sleep, where thoughts become whispers and whispers become silence, where the body feels light and heavy at the same time, weightless yet safely held. Floating on these quiet waters, you can linger in this in-between place as long as you need. Not fully awake, not yet asleep, just drifting calmly in the gentle rocking of the night. And as everything inside you continues to soften and slow, the water carries you, the sky covers you, and you rest deeply, quietly, in this peaceful, endless ease. The body is already softening, breath moving in and out in a slow, easy way. Everything quieter now, a little more spacious, a little more gentle. Notice how you are held, the bed beneath you, the weight of blankets, the way your body is resting without effort, without needing to do anything at all. Let your awareness move through the body again, but now in a slower, heavier way, as if each place you notice begins to sink, just a little, to settle, just a little more deeply, toward stillness, toward quiet. Start with the back of the head, feel how it rests, supported, as if the surface beneath it softens and opens, making room. The head can drop down into that softness, heavier, quiet, still. The face unwinds, muscles around the eyes, around the mouth, all soft, all slack. The skin of the forehead smooth and calm. The whole face like a stone at the bottom of a clear, calm pool. Nothing to hold, nothing to perform, just resting. Attention drifts down into the neck and shoulders. Imagine they are sinking into a warm, soft cloud. The cloud shapes itself perfectly around every curve. It takes all the weight for you. The shoulders slide down and back as if they are melting into that gentle support. Down and down and down. Each breath out, letting them fall a little deeper. Let this feeling of sinking travel slowly down through the arms. Upper arms become heavy and warm, elbows soften, forearms relax and drop, hands resting wherever they are, surrendering their weight, every finger loose and quiet, as though the hands have forgotten how to hold on, they only know how to rest. Now feel the length of the spine, from the base of the skull all the way down to the tailbone. Imagine the spine settling into a soft, warm sand. The sand rises up to meet each part of the back. It shapes itself around the shoulder blades, around the middle back, around the lower back, cradling, supporting. The back grows heavier and the sand welcomes that weight, safe to sink, safe to be still. Sense how the chest moves with each breath, lift and fall, rise and drop, almost like a small wave that slowly becomes quieter. You might notice the movement growing softer, smaller, gentler, as if even the breath is sinking into calm. The heart, too, resting in warm, steady quiet, beating more slowly, more peacefully, held in deep ease. Let your attention slide down into the belly. If there is any tightness, imagine it softening on the exhale. The belly loosens and spreads, like warm wax slowly melting. Each breath out, letting it fall a little more. Down into gravity, down into softness. Nothing to protect, nothing to brace against, only rest. Feel the weight of the pelvis, the hips. They are like a smooth stone, gently settling to the bottom of a still, clear lake. No rush, no force, just a slow, natural descent into quiet. With every exhale, that stone sinks a little deeper into calm, resting on the soft floor of the lake, completely supported from below, held by stillness from all sides. The thighs relax, let them grow heavier, as though warm sand is covering them. The sand has just the right warmth, just the right softness. It wraps around the legs, inside and out, hugging every line and curve. The more you relax, the more perfectly the sand shapes itself around you. Gentle pressure, deep comfort, safe and quiet, knees soften, calves lengthen and spread into the surface beneath them, as if the muscles are exhaling, as if the bones are letting go and dropping down. Heavier and heavier, sinking, but always held. Now the feet. Feel the heels resting, the arches letting go, toes loose and quiet. You might imagine the feet being pulled gently down into a cushion of soft, thick clouds. They disappear into that softness. All the tiny muscles finally off duty, nothing to carry, only stillness, only rest. Notice the whole body now, from head to toe, the way it feels heavier, more rooted, more connected to the bed, to the earth, to gravity, like a stone that has finally found its place at the bottom of the lake. No more drifting, no more searching, just resting in deep, calm water. Thoughts may still move a little, like faint ripples on the surface far above. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to chase or push them away. They can come and go in another room, far in the distance, muffled, soft, unimportant. Emotions too may feel quieter now, as if they are slow, gentle waves passing somewhere overhead, up near the surface of the water. But here, deep down where you are resting, everything is still. Everything is thick and slow and peaceful. You are held in this depth, in this quiet. Let the word down echo very softly inside like a lullaby. Down, down, down. Each time you hear it, let the body answer by loosening a little more, by sinking a little deeper, as if sleep is not something you have to reach for. It is simply below you, and you are gliding gently toward it. Feel how still the body can become. Even when the breath moves, the rest of you can be quiet, heavy and quiet, soft and quiet, present but almost dreaming. The mind does not have to be sharp right now. It can be hazy and slow. If attention drifts away from the words, that is perfectly fine. The words are just a soft background, like a breeze moving through leaves far away. You can drift in and out. You can rest in the spaces between. With each exhale, imagine sinking through another layer of softness. First the bed, then a layer of warm clouds, then a layer of gentle warm sand, then deeper still into a thick, velvety quiet. Layer after layer of safety and rest. Down and down into the quiet center of yourself. Nothing is asked of you here, nothing is expected. You do not need to fix anything. You do not need to understand anything. You are allowed to simply be heavy, soft, silent inside. If a thought appears, you might imagine it as a small bubble rising up through the water. It floats away up toward the surface, and then it is gone. You remain where you are, deep, still, untouched by the small movements above. Notice again the simple, steady rhythm of your breathing, in and out, like a tide that has grown very slow, very calm. You are breathing and also being breathed. No effort, no control, only natural, easy movement inside deep rest. Let the words still and quiet rest softly in your awareness. Still, quiet. Feel how they land in the body, how they invite muscles to loosen, how they invite thoughts to soften at the edges, how they invite you to stay close to this deep inner silence. You are resting now in a place that does not need noise. It does not need stories. It does not need plans. It is made of silence and softness and warmth. You can return here again and again simply by letting yourself sink, by letting yourself be held. Let everything grow a little fuzzier at the edges. Awareness thick like warm honey, soft around every thought, soft around every feeling. The body surrounded by a cocoon of gentle darkness and calm, weightless and heavy at the same time. If sleep comes, you can drift into it. If sleep has not come yet, simply stay with the stillness. No pressure, no rush, only this gentle, grounding quiet, only this easy downward pull into rest. Now the words themselves can grow softer, further apart, like lights dimming in a peaceful room. You are safe to let go, safe to drift, safe to sink into the deep, quiet center of the night. And rest, and rest, and rest. Night gathers around you now, soft, quiet, kind. The day has slipped away. Nothing you need to hold up anymore, nothing you need to think through or solve. Just this gentle darkness, just this slow, easy breath. Notice how the room feels at this hour, the hush, the stillness resting on every surface, as if the walls themselves are peaceful, as if the space around you is breathing slowly with you. Your body is here, safe, supported, held. Feel where you are lying. The weight of your body sinking down, the support underneath steady and reliable. It does all the work for you. You only rest. Let the room become a soft cocoon around you, four quiet walls, a gentle ceiling above, the familiar shapes close by, wrapped in shadow. Nothing sharp here, nothing demanding your attention, everything softened by the dark, everything relaxed, just like you. The air touches your skin in a tender way. Cool enough, warm enough, exactly how it is. Sense the way it rests on your face, along your shoulders, over your hands, like quiet arms around you, not holding tight, just an easy, caring presence. With each breath in, the night moves a little closer. With each breath out, your body loosens a little more. Inhale, gentle fullness. Exhale, a long, slow release. Feel how your ribs rise and fall, how your chest widens, then softens, how your belly gently moves with each breath. You are being rocked by the rhythm of your own breathing, like a slow tide coming in, going out, always returning, always calm. Notice how your face feels in this quiet. The muscles around your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. If there is any holding there, it is okay. You do not have to fix it. Just let the night rest softly against it, as if the darkness itself is stroking your forehead, whispering that you have done enough for today. Your eyes, heavy or half open, are allowed to drift. Nothing you need to look for, nothing you need to watch. Even behind closed eyes, you might sense the night, a gentle dark glow, vast and quiet, stretching out in every direction. The room is your cocoon inside that vastness, a small, cozy nest, quiet, protected. Imagine the night sky above the roof, above the building, stretching out over streets, trees, distant places. A wide, soft blanket overhead, deep and calm, beyond clouds, beyond weather. That endless night is steady and kind. It has watched over countless evenings, countless sleeping bodies. You are one more resting heart under its care, one more gentle breath and a long, peaceful story. There is nothing you need to do to belong here. You already belong. You are already held. Feel how small your worries become in this vastness, like tiny ripples on a huge, quiet lake at night. The surface may shiver for a moment, then settle again. Still water, open sky. Any thought that floats through can be like a cloud that has lost its shape. Soft edges, drifting, moving on by itself. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to push it away. Just let the night carry it a little farther from you until it is very faint, then gone. Notice your shoulders now, heavier, more relaxed, as if they are dropping their load onto the bed, onto the safety of this cocoon. Your arms rest where they are, soft weight, no effort, hands unwinding, fingers slowly uncurled. Even the tiny muscles in your palms can let go. The air holds them, the bed holds them. You do not have to. Down through your chest and belly, a gentle loosening continues. Any tightness can melt little by little under the warm, patient presence of the night. Your back settles, your hips grow heavy, legs relaxing from the top all the way down, thighs resting, knees quiet, calves releasing their grip. Your feet simply lie where they are, soft and distant. They have nowhere to go. They can finally be still. All of you is being cradled. By the bed, by the room, by the soft darkness filling the air. Outside, the world has slowed. Sounds are fewer, softer, further away. Whatever continues out there can continue without you for now. You do not have to keep track. You do not have to stay alert. Your only job is to rest in this gentle night, to yield to it, to let it hold what you have been holding. In this moment, you are part of something larger and timeless. The same night that soothed you when you were small. The same night that has watched over generations before you. It has seen joy and sorrow, busy days and quiet ones. It has room for all of it, and it has room for you. Feel how comforting that is. To be one soft breath among so many, one quiet heartbeat in a great peaceful dark. Here, you are not separate. You are not alone. You are a natural part of this gentle sleeping world. Imagine the night as a vast open hand beneath you, so broad and steady that you cannot feel the edges. You only feel the safety, or as a calm, endless sea of darkness, and you are floating on its surface, held up without any effort of your own. If your mind wants to wander, let it wander softly. Slow, dreamlike paths. Nothing sharp, nothing urgent. If it returns to the breath, to the weight of your body, to the sense of being held, that is enough. This is a time when you are allowed to let go completely. Let go of roles, let go of plans, let go of worries and questions, even let go of trying to relax. You do not have to do relaxation. Sleep will come in its own way, in its own time. All you need is to be here, resting in this easy darkness, cradled by the night that whispers, "You are safe. You are cared for. You can rest now." Notice again how the air wraps around you, how the room curves gently in close, how the quiet seems to lean in and keep you company. Every breath out is a small surrender, a soft release, a way of saying, "I am done for today." And the night answers by drawing you a little deeper inward, a little farther into stillness. Thoughts become softer, like voices heard from another room, then like echoes, then like nothing at all. The edges of your body blur into the surrounding dark. You are simply comfort, simply warmth, simply breath. If sleep wants to arrive slowly, that is fine. If it wants to come all at once, like a wave washing over you, that is fine too. You are ready either way. You are already resting. Let the words begin to fade into the background, like a gentle murmur in the distance. You do not need to follow everyone. You can drift in and out, catching only what you need. The night will keep holding you, even when you stop listening. Even when you drift below, thought below awareness into deep, easy sleep. For now, stay with this feeling of being quietly held. Nothing above you but a kind, endless sky. Nothing around you but a soft, safe cocoon. Nothing within you but slow, peaceful breathing. Rest here, loose and heavy, safe and small within the arms of the night. And as everything grows quieter and the spaces between thoughts grow wide and warm, you can let the last of the day slip away and follow your own gentle descent down into sleep. The night around you is very quiet now, soft, unhurried. All the effort of the day is behind you. Nothing more needs to be done, nothing more needs to be solved. Feel how still this moment is, how gentle, as if the whole world has settled down to breathe a little more slowly with you. Your body knows what to do from here, it knows how to rest. You do not have to make anything happen, you are allowed to simply be. If the eyes are not already closed, they may grow heavy soon. Or they might stay softly open for a while longer. Either way is fine. There is no right or wrong way to drift towards sleep. Thoughts may still come and go, small ripples across a very calm surface. You do not need to chase them away or hold them close. They can just move through and fade on their own. Notice how the breath feels in this quiet, the slow, gentle rise, the easy loosening fall, nothing forced, nothing controlled. Each exhale is like a tiny release, a soft letting go of the day, of conversations, plans, memories. They can slide to the edges and rest there. If anything from earlier returns, you can let it settle in the distance, as though you were placing it on a soft shelf for another time. Not rejected, not clung to, just set down. Safe to leave for now. This is a time with no demands, no need to explain yourself, no need to be on in any way. You are allowed to disappear into your own softness for a while. Feel the weight of your body where it is resting, supported, cradled, held by the bed, the pillow, the blankets, the darkness. It is safe to be heavy here, safe to sink, safe to loosen every place that was holding on. If there is still a little tension, it can stay. It does not have to be perfect. Even tension gets tired, and when it is ready, it will soften too. You are already doing enough simply by lying here, by breathing, by allowing this quiet to spread through you. Around you, the night has its own soft rhythm, a hush that asks nothing from you. You are not missing out on anything. Everything important can wait. In this softness, you are completely allowed to rest, to drift, or simply to lie awake in the dark, without pressure, without expectation. All of it is rest. If the mind is still a little busy, that is all right. It might be winding down in its own way. You can let it talk to itself in the background while you lie here in the gentle dark. No need to fix your thoughts, no need to organize them. They can turn into a quiet murmur that grows softer and softer. You are safe in this moment, safe in your breath, safe in your body, exactly as it is. Feel the way the air touches your skin, the warmth beneath the covers, the familiar shape of the space around you, known, quiet, calm. Nothing here is asking you to be different. Nothing here is judging how you feel. Sleep does not require you to earn it. It is something that comes when it is ready, like a slow, friendly tide. You can simply float, resting on the surface of your own breathing, held by the gentle movement of in and out. If sleep begins to wash over you, you do not have to follow every word. You can let the sounds turn soft and blurry, just another rhythm in the background of your dreams. And if sleep is not here yet, that is also all right. You are still resting, still giving your nervous system a chance to slow down, still giving your heart a chance to be quiet and unhurried. Nothing to get right, nothing to strive for, just this calm, simple, ordinary night. You are allowed to release the day now, all of it, the bright parts and the difficult parts, the unfinished pieces. They can gently melt into the darkness around you, like ink slowly spreading in warm water. No sharp edges and no urgency. If you notice a little softness in your chest, let it be there. And if you notice a little emptiness, that is all right too. Whatever is here can stay or drift away without needing to be changed. You are being quietly supported by this night, by the bed beneath you, by the steady flow of your breath, by the simple fact that you are here, and that is enough. In this deep quiet, you do not have to hold yourself together. You can let the day's mask fall away. You can be tired, tender, emotional, or blank. It is all welcome. Sleep may come as a slow dimming, like lights lowering one by one, or as a sudden, gentle drop into darkness, or it may hover at the edges for a while. It will find you in its own time. For now, resting is more than enough. Breathing is more than enough. Being here in this softness is more than enough. You are safe to loosen your grip, safe to stop trying for a while, safe to let your thoughts wander nowhere in particular. If your attention drifts away, let it drift. If it comes back to the breath, let it come back. Everything is moving at the slow pace of night now. You are not behind, you are not late. You are exactly where you need to be, in exactly the way you are. Feel how the darkness around you is not empty, but gentle, like a quiet room that welcomes you to lie down and rest as long as you need. No clock, no schedule. You can stay on the edge of sleep, just barely awake, or you can fall all the way in. Both are part of the same soft, healing rest. As the night deepens, the body can become heavier still, the breath even slower, the mind quieter, as if everything in you is dimming to a soft, warm glow. You are allowed to disappear into that glow for a while, to be held by it, to forget the shape of your worries and remember only this ease. Let this quiet be your home for the night. Nothing to protect, nothing to perform, just the gentle truth that you are here and you are safe enough to rest. And now, there is nothing more you need to hear, nothing more you need to do. Only this soft, quiet night breathing with you. May your body sink, may your mind grow light, may your heart feel wrapped in warmth and ease. Good night. Rest softly now. Let the words fade and drift into your own deep, quiet silence.